Axel, tell me how the platform works. Take me through the experience when someone logs on. Take us through that.
Perfect. Yeah, and I think that's going to be the best way to illustrate everything that we've said so far. So yes, in terms of how it works, first there is obviously an onboarding phase because we need to know a little bit better who is a user, and through the onboarding part, there is obviously all the legalese things that everybody has to do. But what is more interesting is there is a short questionnaire. It's 4 questions, so it's very easy to try to help the user to find what is his or her, I would say, investing profile from a risk tolerance perspective.
Yeah.
And so,
for example, I'm not young. I need to take less risk than someone who is 30.
Exactly. So through the questions, we will assess the long-term risk tolerance, the short-term risk tolerance. So that would take into account the age, for example, that as you just mentioned, and in terms of how you react in function as a person, or in function of what is happening in the market. So if there is a big jump in the market, what you would do. If there is a dip in the market, what you would do. So we can assess also how you function as a person, and then from there you will get a score, which is your risk tolerance score.
Risk score, yeah, cool.
And you will enter into the platform, and then in the platform, instead of seeing products like the mutual fund ABC or the ETF XYZ, which is totally abstract for a novice investor, you will see people, and everybody is used now with Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn to see profile of people and analyze people this way. And so you will see profile of these financial experts that are working with us, and they have their personal profile, so where they live, where they studied, what is their main approach about investing, and then one or several portfolios that they are sharing. Here is a more conservative portfolio, or here is a portfolio with just this type of industries, and there is a lot of diversity there. And so you see this profile, and this profile I presented to you and ranked in function of the best match with your risk score that you determined before. So this way you can see these people and say, okay, I like Jeffrey, I like Catherine, and I like John, and I have let's say I don't know, $6,000, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put $2,000 on Jeffrey, on John, and on Catherine. And what Wizezt is going to do, Wizezt is going to replicate their portfolio on your behalf, so you don't have to go through the hassle of building the portfolio by yourself and doing any research. And then the way you will manage your portfolio, again, is not by managing the products that are in the portfolio, but by managing your team. So you have you have almost a team of experts that is working for you, and your portfolio is Jeffrey, Catherine, and John. And if John is not satisfying you, you can say, okay, I'm going to reallocate my money from John to the other two, or I'm going to find a replacement for John in the list of experts that are in the platform to change that. And so that's this very, very easy way for people to approach investing, which is through people and managing a team of people that are working for you, quote unquote. And then the last aspect that is great in the platform is as you are following these experts and you are investing your money following their models of investment, they are also every week posting and explaining things in the platform. So they are saying hey, this week this market changed this way because of this and this reason, or I am explaining to you guys this week what is an option or terms about finance, or this week I changed this in my portfolio and this is the reason why. And so you, as a user and a follower of John, Catherine, and Jeffrey, you will receive from them all this content and all this learning. So this way you will not only be able to access investing, but be able to learn about investing and how it works. So I think that there is 2 components that for me are very important, which is the access, but also the educational part. And so that's what Wizezt is providing.